Hello, hello. How's everyone tonight? Welcome in. We're finally back with some more Max Payne. We have just started, we're just about to start chapter 3. Chapter 3 is a bit hard So we'll see how that goes for me. Before we get started, as always, I want to remind you I got social media. I have the Twitter for the words, the Instagram for the pictures, and the TikTok for the video. But if you don't feel like typing those out, you don't want to sit there and type away on your keyboard or go to those individual sites, I can make that easier for you. You can just click the link right in the chat right now, or if you're watching this in the future, down on the link down in the description below. Will take you to everywhere I am. But howdy, Judge Dredd. Podcast and record software didn't record any of it, and the backup didn't record either. Oh no! Oh no! Like, are you monitoring while you're recording, by the way? Like, are you looking at the waveform or like listening to it while you're recording? Because two in a row, that's rough. Like, that's real rough. But while I welcome in Judge Dredd and whatnot, let's go ahead and get started. Waking up from the American dream. Well, we are in a dream sequence, so that's fun. It was my 13th region, and yes, I have it all pulled up to make sure I was recording. When I ended recording, none of it saved. Oh no. Are you using like Audacity to record or something like that? Or are you using something else? This is a dream. I don't know why I'm looking for pills. I don't need them in the dreams. By the way, the game's supposed to look like this time. It isn't broken. This is how it's supposed to look. Because that's rough. Like, didn't you also have a problem with recording the first episode of the podcast and then that Black Ops video? So like you're batting 1,000 right now, and that's hard, man. I'm sorry.
I can make it better. Think.
I killed them. My wife. My baby. I shot them. I buried them under the rose bush in the backyard.
Oh, that's Sherry. That's not a door.
I'm gonna make him pay. Punish him. Make him wish he was never born. Hurt him.
Funny.
I'm gonna kill him.
Using Twitch Studio to record, which has never failed me and is how I have recorded, but recently it hasn't been working. Everything will show up fine until I go to download it, then it's not there. Ah. Maybe you I got faked out. It wasn't sexy, it was a nightmare. Yeah, maybe you start looking into another way to record, because they might have updated something and it just broke something else.
Stop. Wait.
Stay out of this, Max. You're only making it worse.
Doing everything over the Streamlabs right now, but I'm out 3 videos because of recording issues. Yeah, that's tough. Like, that really sucks. I'm sorry, man. Deputy Chief Jim Bravura.
Hey. You must be. You gotta stop.
But yeah, no, that's tough.
The cleaners, Amy Finn, Senator Gage.
If you're doing audio specifically for the podcast, you could also use something like Audacity to do a backup. Audacity's free and open source. Just to grab audio from both calls, just in case. Worst episode and a Call of Duty. Oh no. You, if you can, you should also try to get Red Flower to do a recording as well on his end. As like another redundancy for like the podcast specifically. It's not going to help you when it comes to like your
Max,
video,
she is
obviously.
a murderer.
But
Max, she's after us.
Pardon me, I just gotta.
Back off, Payne.
Max, it's
I have to
your
answer that.
duty as a detective. Duty? That's the best you
My
can
coach
do.
was supposed to be recording, but he said he couldn't record
Too
just
late,
MP3,
Max.
so I
You
told him
are
to
under
record, and he
arrest
didn't.
for murder.
Ah.
I'm doing this for you, Max. Bullet in the head. I can end the pain.
Oh, it's because I was wondering why I couldn't move. You ever do WASD and just kind of shift over one key and completely screw yourself up?
You come to amidst the wreckage of
Yeah,
your
I'm.
own making.
That sucks though, man.
You stay there,
Hopefully,
eyes squeezed shut.
hopefully
afraid to
take
move,
2 or however
hoping to bleed to
you end
death.
up doing it comes out
When
better.
you crawl out, help your loved ones. Make sure the fire doesn't spread. Try to
That
fix
was
it.
really loud. I'm sorry.
This is your final warning. We have surrounded the building. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
Oh no.
All this time, we got the fable of Sleeping Beauty wrong.
All units are in position. We are ready to go.
Prince didn't kiss her to wake her up. No one who slept for 100 years is likely to wake up.
Okay, Max.
people, get ready to go in.
So-
We are gonna hit the place.
It was the other way around. He kisses her to wake himself up from the nightmare that has brought him there.
I love like prose and like metaphor and all that. I'm like 10% sure what Max is talking about there.
When I had woken up in the hospital earlier tonight, I had thought things couldn't get any worse. I was wrong. Fast
Man,
forward
because this
from
podcast
that
is
to
great.
Winchester's body
Nothing
in the
got
hospital
recorded. I even
morgue.
had a guest for it. We got
I was a
face cam set up for it too. Even had an
cop
intro and an outro for the podcast. Man. Oh
There are things in
no.
life you cannot choose.
Oh
How
no.
you feel. I had lain at the bottom of
Every
the hole long
everything you say, it just gets worse and worse.
long.
Oh no. I'm sorry. It's like it ain't even like you can
Cleaning
like
company commandos were coming for me.
feasibly be like to
I
a
needed
guest
to
like,
go.
hey, the
I
recording
needed
fucked
to
up.
get past them.
Like that's
Hope the
rough
painkillers were
and
enough
like
to keep me
makes
on
it
my
so much
feet.
worse. Yeah.
Miller, Mitchum here. That was me. Almost got him in the lobby. No, he was there, making a run for it.
So we don't have a gun.
Trying to get him.
We don't have anything we can melee with. We have a couple health items.
Okay, hurry, over and out.
So I got one idea and it's not great. We're gonna hit him with a door and book it.
You're gonna get it now, Payne. How stupid can you get? You were safe in there, you stupid fuck. I'm coming for you.
Call me stupid. I'll show you. Okay, this is where we killed that guy.
You did everything that can be done, Mary. No one could have saved him. Mr. Payne,
Mitchum, he's here. Get him.
what is this?
I've forgotten where to go, which is problematic in and of itself. Okay, I've lost most of my health. I don't have a gun, and now I'm cornered in a room.
Where is he? He isn't getting out. I'll guard the door. Make sure he doesn't get pain.
Oh, this has gone pear-shaped already. I had to readjust the mouse sensitivity, and I think it's not right. So we're gonna grab these and book it again. All right, come on, Max, run. At least this time I know where I'm going.
You were safe in there, you stupid fuck.
Only saving grace
I'm
is
coming
knowing
for you.
one of my recent videos got 35 views. It was much larger than I normally get. I had one recently do that too. One of my parts of Red Dead Redemption
Mr. Payne,
got a lot of parts.
what is this?
Oh shit, I went the wrong way again. That went better. That went better this time. Yeah, like, I had a video do that recently too, and I don't know why. Like, or how, or for what.
Where is he? He isn't getting out.
Best videos of the game Stray got 75 views somehow. Oh, that's awesome. 75 views is a good amount.
Drop your weapons.
You drop it. Got it, Mitchell.
The dead security guard had dropped his gun in the doorway.
I'll have that.
Damn. Mitchum.
Where's Mitchum? I want his gun too. Alright. There we go.
Cover me. You can't hide. Shoot to kill.
Ah, shit. Never mind, it's up to 84 views now, and I don't know why that one... Sometimes it just ends up like that, and I don't understand it. But that's awesome that you're getting, like, 84 views on that. That's great. Like, that is a hell of a silver lining to pick up on. Like, especially since yours are a bit more, like, polished. So, like, it's nice to see that return on something you put a little bit of effort in, you know? Like, love that for you.
I let him down. You did Mr. Payne.
Mitchum, he's here. Get him.
What is this?
Nope, I went the wrong way. Again.
Where is he? He isn't getting out. I'll guard the door. Make sure he doesn't get past us. Hunt him down. Sounds like a plan.
Enjoy streaming, but I really like recording YouTube videos because it's less pressure on. Yeah. Also, like, the fact that you can get things like like, you can kind of curate your account and, like, you can edit it a little bit more. Like, you get that luxury of doing that. Makes it way more, like, how do you put that? Like, it makes it so you have a bit more versatility in what you can do and how you do it, which is great. Because streaming, like, in all reality, you can stream with fairly low effort. Like, because it's not, I don't want to call it easy, because it's not. Like, the amount of brain bandwidth it takes to try to be entertaining and talking and, like, looking at the camera and interacting while also playing a video game is surprisingly difficult. What else do I have? Okay. Apparently we're doing gun roulette already. Okay, cool. Shot that dude in the head. Come on, I don't have the ammo to be missing. Oh, thank God. I got him with my last bullet. If I focus too much on playing video games, and often find myself being super quiet. Like, it's hard. It is very difficult. Like, I know, like, because, to be fair, and I don't really, like, hide it or nothing, but, like, the video game is just an excuse for me to try to be better at talking. Like, it's not really a thing, like, I am shy about saying. Like, the video game's kind of unimportant in all of this. Which is why I don't get, like, too ramped up about, like, not being good at the video games. But it is hard not to just get sucked into it every now and again. Particularly, like, if it's something you enjoy, or something that requires a good amount of work. Whereas, like, YouTube, you can... Like, YouTube, you even have the luxury of, like, just straight up recording, and then adding commentary and all that later. Like, doing it in post. Which is super easy to do, because you just take the video Like, you just record the video of you playing in your Twitch community because they're real nice to talk to. I have gotten super lucky with, like, finding people who are awesome who hang out here. Like, I feel like I never praise, like, the people who hang out here enough, but every one of them super awesome, and I'm so glad that they're here. Like, because I always worry about, like, bad communities. Bad communities scare the hell out of me, and I'm so thankful for, like, the awesome people who hang out here. Like, all of you are wonderful. And I mean that, like, because I know sometimes I have a bad habit of sounding sarcastic or insincere when I say things. Just my not pedantic, that's the wrong word. My way of speaking, but who will watch but never sat. Like, I run into the problem where I'm often lurking in streams. I may not chat, but I'm often, like, lurking because I find it hard to hop in on the conversation sometimes. Like, it's just sometimes conversation moving too quick, or like I don't know what's going on, or I'm doing something else. I'm a big background noise. There are dudes, I think. I think I had to spawn the dudes coming. But yeah, no, like it's difficult. But like, one thing that really works well in my opinion for YouTube is you get to edit, and you could do something as simple as like record the video, you know, and like it's hard because you have to figure out what to say. Oh. Thanks, buddy. Alright. I'm gonna F5 because I've made some progress. Pills here. You're also a really good streamer who can play a game solo. I struggle with that and feel the need another person. So, honestly, I would love to be able to like collaborate more with other people and like have back and forth with more people. I find that the issue with that for me personally is I keep weird hours, and the games I play tend to be single player games. My God, why are there so many dudes? How are you not dead, my dude? But I often find like the best way to be, because I tend to switch between like being fairly earnest and honest with like what's going on and just stream of consciousness talk, and like trying to be funny. To varying degrees of success, admittedly. Nope, that's the wrong. How did I? Oh, F does that. Who would have thunk?
Cover me!
Fuck your bulletproof vest. Bullshit. Alright. We're past that. That's good. But yeah, I would actually love to do more, like, either being on other people's streams and all that, but, like, my time, like, schedule is so messy that, like, it's hard for me to be like, hey, are you playing it? Like, oh, Lord. Sure. I'm doing terrible at this today. It's hard for me to be, like, wanting to hop in on other people's stuff because my schedule is crazy. But yeah, no, like, I get what you mean, though. Like, all of this would be... Where the fuck did you two just come from? That's just all over the place, why I like the podcast. I mean, to be fair, for the podcast, it works very well, too. Okay, cool, I did kill him. Alright. What the fuck? they just sending dudes after me. But yeah, like, what do I got shotgun-wise? I got 65 shotgun shells. We're gonna shotgun some dudes. I'm afraid because there was another dude here. Okay, is that all of them? I like being able to be me, and that's more for the podcast where I'm trying to be more sociable. And for streams, I'm not a sociable person usually. I mean, me neither. Like, honestly, I've never been an overly social person. Like, I've always struggled with that. But, like, I luck out in that I rolled high on charisma, I guess is the way to put it. Like, I'm fairly charismatic as a person. But, like, just kind of, like, talk about things. Like, if I have a very quiet chat room, which thankfully, because, once again, the people who hang out here are awesome, and you're all wonderful. Your small streamer Discord. That's a good way to find people. Like, that's actually a great idea. But
An all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Castley Insurance Companies. My lord, I will... My mind is made...
Brother. That harlot will never soil our I am here to...
oh, god damn it. My plan of stand by the door and deliver isn't the worst thing in the world. Of course, it couldn't be that easy. But yeah, like, finding people to collaborate on will definitely make that a bit easier for you. Like,
I am here to do the duty of a sheriff's heir.
Shoot!
yeah, no, walk right into the barrel of my shotgun. Oh, god damn it. Alright, we're gonna give the shotgun method one more try by burning all of our painkillers.
You can't marry her. My mind is made up. She will be my lady.
Call yourself a lord. I am here to do the duty of
Come on.
My lady for the... I demand satisfaction.
No, my lord. Nothing good can come of this.
Trying to get videos ready and scheduled.
My lord,
I won't be, of course I won't be around on Thanksgiving break. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be a rough time to do it.
Maybe we can yet solve this peacefully.
Like, of course, people, you're gonna have Thanksgiving plans, so like, it's going to be a ton of work to make sure like everything you have is ready to go. But like, front loading is a way to like make sure you kind of have that all ready. Oh, the heartburn. Oh no. Yes, that extra ash root. Come on, I see one more of you. Everybody dead? I'm gonna look away from the screen now. Is everybody dead? You gotta tell me if you're not dead. Alright. Been recording extra Call of Duty Modern Warfare remastered videos because I want to get through the old Modern Warfare series.
Construction site I had been ready to give myself
I
in.
want to go in that room first.
There would have been no answers. No second chance. Nothing would be fixed.
How many old Modern Warfares are there?
Case on my own.
Aren't there only 3 of them? Or are there like 4 or 5? Like, I know it's not many.
Mona was still the answer.
That being said, I guess
caught
4 or 5
glimpses
is a
of her out
lot.
of the corner of my eye. Felt her presence everywhere I went.
Okay, that's 3.
I was trying to trace her path, recreate the winding course of the magic bullet in
I
her
thought
head.
that was the case.
I couldn't find her.
Were you doing both the
I
remaster
drove
and the
out of
original, or
city
just
in the
one or the
direction
other?
Mona had pointed me to a man who specialized in
I assume
answers.
whichever one's better if you're running
The
a one or the
architecture
other.
of Alfred Woden's manor had its origins in European darkness, along with the Inner Circle.
Mr. Payne, I've
Mr.
been
Payne.
expecting you. The only true reason why men fight wars, love.
The score on Mona Sachs?
Next question.
Fine. Why is the Inner Circle trying to kill me?
Been
I
doing the
am
2
dying
remasters, then the
cancer.
OG3 before the
Power
Modern
has
Warfare
leaked
2.
through
Okay.
my fingers. There was a rebellion. A
Well, like,
renegade faction.
I should know
pushed
this because I do
society into
like
a
regularly
civil
watch your
war.
video,
Everyone who resists
or at
is
least
assassinated.
I don't watch all of them, admittedly.
We have been reduced to
but
fighting mob wars.
I'm trying to think what
Then you got
days you
MIDI?
upload.
Vladimir Lem.
I knew the
I'm on the
answer
other
before he
computer.
told
Never
me.
mind. I was having
Vlad
clips
had
real quick,
lied.
and I'll try to find it.
Cleaning company commandos were his men.
Howdy, Lurk.
Vladimir
God damn it,
Lem
Ralph.
has belonged to the
Howdy,
society
Minnie.
for many years. Cognito
Welcome
is
in.
going to
Thank you for the
die
lurk.
in the hands of the Inner Circle
Hopefully the rest of
renegade,
Red Dead
and
2
he is
went well
coming
for you.
me, his one-time mentor.
I left Woden at the door of his panic room.
Oh, I do not have a schedule
By
yet.
talking of fate,
Okay.
Vlad had been asking
I mean, that makes
for my
sense.
blessing
Oh, I forgot
in
this
his
level.
plan to murder
I was
me.
talking to a coworker
I've been
earlier, and I was
keeping
saying
the
how,
back
like, oh, I think I only have, like, 2
reacting to
streams of
Vlad's
Max Payne
moves,
left at most.
cleaning up after him.
Because it's
No
only the
more.
hospital, redact it, and then I'd take a break. I forgot we'd go back to vodka. And fuck you. Fuck you too.
Alert! Alert! An intruder! Who do you think it is? It's the It's gonna be her. She's coming for the boss. Everybody, get ready! Get your
Nope.
guns! Alert!
Did you just get stuck on the railing, dude? There we go. That worked well. The cleaners. Dun dun dun. I know, I went through last, like 2-3 weeks ago, I went through and uploaded every remaining stream that I've done to YouTube. Like, I went through and, like, uploaded everything, which I'm pretty thrilled about. I was streaming with you, but I'm trying to make it more polished with editing and add my own subtitles and effects. Ooh, nice. Let me know it specifically when that drops. I'll cross-promote it. Who's shooting me and from where? Oh, there you are. My aim is garbage today. But yeah, like the Phasmo footage, I think I have that coming out like late November. But I have everything, I have stuff scheduled up to like December 7th. Right now, releasing, and I do 3 days a week. Because I do it on days where I don't actively stream. But like, even just pre-scheduling all that stuff feels like a weight off my shoulders. I get the appeal of uploading like not full streams. I do not have the time to edit my stuff down that much. I would like to, but I don't. Stream to edit because full streams never got views. Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, mine don't get a ton, but I have very muchly, like, the sensibilities of an archivist. Like, I don't want anything lost to time. Or, like, failed hard drives, or Twitch deciding to not hold video for longer than a month. Are you trying to stud me with a shotgun, my dude? I gotta remember to watch my health. You know, on a hard drive, I'm eventually going to make a VOD channel If I ever get bigger and get views. Yeah. Like I said, I like the idea that YouTube is acting as a backup for me. So I'm just throwing everything up there. And eventually I'll start mixing in, like, pre-made content. I've been trying to write out a list of ideas to make, like, edited content. But it's difficult to find time to do that stuff. Like, because you're probably a bit busier than I am in all reality with your school schedule and all. Like, whereas me, it's like I have work, and that's always at the same time every day. No, stop trying to open shit, Max. I'm trying to use the scope. That's the thing I'm glad is gone from modern video games. I'm trying to use the scope, and the scope and the use button are the same. Fine time because I never sleep, so I might as well have a video. Yeah. I've been having a weird issue lately. Where my eyes have been getting very fatigued on days where I, like, sit here all day. Like, I think I'm actually gonna have to go and buy a pair of them, like, dorky blue blocker glasses or something. Because my eyes are getting very, like, tired from looking at screens all day.
Where is she? Where is she? Where did she go?
I don't see her. She's got to be close. Stay sharp. She's...
Shoot!
Oh no.
A serious painkiller for serious pain. When I got shot in the line of duty as a police officer.
When I got shot in the line of duty, oh no. I have a grenade.
Kills your pain. Intervectum, 600 milligrams. A serious painkiller.
Really bad insomnia. I can't go a whole week, like 3 hours of sleep. Yeah, I used to be like that when I was your age. Like, it used to be real bad where I would get like hours of sleep a week, and then all of a sudden it'd just be like, well, I will now sleep for 18 hours, and I will be back 2 days from now. Come on, I know you're up here. There we go. But yeah, like, that's something I grew out of over the years, thankfully, because that was a rough way to live. But, like, the big issue, like I said, is, for me right now, is that eye fatigue. Like...
Where is she? Where is she? Where did she go?
I don't see her. She's got to be close.
Well, like I said, the big issue is, I tend to not play games that are multiplayer. But I'm down to, like, if you know multiplayer games that you think, well, would be decent. Like, I am very willing to try things. Like, oh, this is going screwy already. I've wasted so much ammo. I've gotten so shot. I'm convinced Max is, is mostly bullet at this point. Like, there's not much, like, person left in Max. Like, it's just a big old pile of, like, shot bullets. That, like, reasonably facsimulates a man.
Where is she? Where is she? Where did she go?
I don't see her. She's got to be close.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm sitting here dicking around with the weapons. You ever play Green Hell or The Forest? I don't think I've ever even heard of Green Hell. I don't know, oh no, I picked a bad time to like lean back, think, and adjust my microphone. Come on, I gotta say, I do really enjoy a game that like rewards you not like standing still. Because I have a nasty tendency to like stand and deliver when I'm playing a game, especially like shooters. Like, I have a nasty habit of just doing what I just did, which is stand and just apply the appropriate amount of bullets in the general direction. They're all horror multiplayer stories. Ooh. Like, I know the Dark Picture games, those are the, who is it, Supermassive makes those? I'm pretty sure, right? Like,
Where is she? Where is she? Where did she go?
Who shot at me?
I don't see her.
Just
She's
now.
got to be close. Stay sharp. She's got to be close. Dead. Damn.
I think there's more dudes coming. There are, in fact, more dudes coming. Damn. Picture games are really fun, but I haven't played them yet. But bought them all. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The Dark Picture games are the ones that are also made by the people who made like Until Dawn, but not necessarily Until Dawn. You dead? Okay, you dead. I still haven't. I actually have only played Until Dawn of their games. Yep, they made Until Dawn. I think the Quarry was as well.
Where did she go?
New one in the anthology coming soon.
She's got to be close.
I thought the Quarry was made by. Oh my God! Really? That's, yeah. Okay. The Quarry I thought was made by somebody else. Like, I could be completely wrong because I still haven't played it. But I thought the Quarry was made by somebody else. Both made the Quarry separately. Basically the same people. Okay. I mean, it definitely, like, at the very least, feels the same as Until Dawn and all them. Which, Until Dawn, I really liked. Do those games have any level of, like, Twitch integration? Like, I feel like that would be a no-brainer for, like, Twitch integration. These are all things I should be looking up, not, like, just randomly asking you. Like, sorry to make you do the work of telling me. I like my new plan. Integration, but probably not. Like, that seems like it would be a no-brainer, right? Like, I'm not alone on that. Like, that seems like it would be, like, a fairly easy idea. Use these giant boxes as cover to leapfrog my way across the room. Because I haven't done a game yet that has Twitch integration. I feel like I should. I feel like that would be fun. Because it seems like my regulars all really enjoy, like, the play, you know, backwards and all that stuff. So it seems like the Twitch integration would probably be, like, a hit.
Coward!
You were saying? I actually don't even know how most of those work. Like, I'm sure it's fairly easy to, like, figure out. Because I'm sure they make it easy to figure out.
And you better shut up so he won't hear us. I think I should go take a look. No, you'll ruin the
I love this. They're, like, trying to set a trap for me, but they're stupid. Ooh, Kalashnikov ammo. All of the Kalashnikov ammo. They're giving me a lot of ammo and health all of a sudden, and it worries me. Alright. I will be right back because I have to use the bathroom. Oh no, my back. Alright. One cool thing I have, that I'm doing, hopefully, or that I have planned to do coming up soon, that I think will be fun and a little bit different than normal, is, I want to do a computer building stream. Because I'm going to build myself a new computer. Like, I think that would be fun. Because I'm taking the computer I have right now. I'm sure. My God. So many dudes. I'm going to take the computer I'm using now, put it in a new case, because the case is way too big for the computer I have. Like, my parts are far smaller. I think it'd actually be beneficial to me to die here, because I botched that in every direction. So I didn't show it off the first time, but they, like, made a fake guy to try to trick Max into shooting it and blowing up. I think that's funny as all hell. if you don't shoot it and blow it up.
Can't hear you. Here. He's near? Keep your hands on your ears. It's gonna be a loud bang. What? Hey!
But a guy walks in behind you and explodes if you do it like that, which I think is fun.
Here goes!
But yeah, the computer I'm using now is like a mini ATX board in a full-size ATX case. The graphics card I'm getting for it is going to be far smaller. Like, it's just a real, like, I have a full tower case, or like a full-size case for a reasonably small PC. Where am I being shot at from? Oh, that's me walking around. Like, I hear footsteps. But I think it'd be cool to build it on stream. But I'm going to make a computer soon so I can record at higher quality and just an overall more powerful PC. Honestly, like, now's a good time to start buying parts. Like, the GPU market leveled out and you can get GPUs fairly easily. CPUs are reasonably, like, decent right now. Like, there's no, like, it's actually not a bad time right now to build a PC. Which is surprising, because it's been a bad time to build a PC for a while now. Okay, that went way better this time. I love the little MP5 in this game. The model is far too small, but it's such a good gun. Not to mention, it's like, while a laptop is great for, like, versatility in terms of, like, packing it and bringing it places with you, you can't beat, like, a full desktop. Like, it's so nice having, like, the control of a full desktop and monitor. Like, I was never a big monitor person until I got myself a really good monitor. Like, that shit changed my life. I run games at speed, quality combined. Yeah, you're gonna bottleneck real easy because, like, laptops don't have the cooling to really handle most modern games. Like, they don't have, like, your graphics are always gonna be scaled back, your CPU is gonna be throttled a little bit. Like, the fact that, like, you can buy
The cleaning company vans, the cleaner jumpsuits,
you can buy, like,
the
Ryzen
illegal
CPUs
firearms,
nowadays
the hard evidence that
that
proved
are
Vlad was behind
fairly
it all.
inexpensive, but powerful as all hell. You know? Like, and that's the other thing, like, because AMD finally is a competitor for Intel, like, we're getting really good, like, reasonably priced CPUs again. You know? I should probably check blind spots before I go running blindly at them. How am I doing? 105, 300. Alright, I got Kalashnikov ammo for days, so we're gonna use a little bit of that. But yeah, like, I think that, like, where am I going? Is it through these doors? Oh, it looks like it's through these doors.
Okay, what's happening? Somebody, anybody,
It's Jane!
tell me. I can still hear gunshots.
Take
Is she still
cover!
coming? Stop her!
My lady.
She could be headed here, to the office.
Not drink, my lady.
Valentine, my lord.
Allow me. Mama, I drink to the memory of my brother.
Fire in the hole!
My turn. I'm probably about doing YouTube more than Twitch, as Twitch I feel like has a better time of having more viewers than YouTube. Discoverability is worse on YouTube, but you also don't have like a point of viewing as much. Which I find, like me personally, I find appointment viewing kind of difficult. It's like I constantly bitch about, like my schedule is kind of wonky. You know? So like it always isn't easy for me to just like pop in on a stream on somebody. But like, for the most part, it looks like I should be able to go through that door. For the most part, like YouTube, it's like at my leisure I can watch it, you know? And there's no like pressure to chat, which I do. While I get like, I love Twitch chat as much as I do, but like sometimes it does feel pressure when like you're in a stream and you just kind of feel like chilling and hanging out, and like I kind of feel really pressured to speak if the chat room's kind of dead, you know? Oh yeah, look at that low res mirror textures.
Is it over? Did somebody get them? Are they dead? Is it safe?
So if you remember Mike
Vlad
the
and Mona
cowboy,
were on a crash course.
he would have been
If
in
I'd
here
find
if
one,
he survived
the
that
odds were
first
I'd
part.
find the other. Vlad was after Vinny. He had left me a map to follow.
You have one.
Twitch live streaming though. Not Twitch, YouTube live streaming though. I would love to do that as well. But like, their discoverability on there is horrible.
I don't know. Is this a crime? Is it
I also feel like YouTube, you kind of have the problem of like you put the video out there, and then you have to wait.
Haven't seen you with me.
You know, because like none of us have audiences where it's like you're gonna get
The
a
gilding
big hit
of
of
the
views
mask
right
had
when you
cracked
upload.
to reveal the rot underneath. Winterson's
You know?
confession didn't wash away my guilt. It made me feel worse. I had a meeting scheduled with Vlad at Vinny's place.
Chapter 3, A Mob War. Now Max is just out looking for trouble. Next person doing Twitch and not seeing any chat messages, but viewers is painful, whereas YouTube, I see views and watch time, and I'm happy. So, as much as I find it difficult to have, like, an empty chat, I don't mind it so much if I
I'm
have
still a couple of
viewers.
blocks away from Vinny's place.
Because I don't want anybody watching to feel like pressured to chat.
One of ours, they're in trouble.
You know?
We gotta get 'em out of
Like,
there.
I'm a big proponent of like, yeah, lurk. Like I get it. Sometimes like, if you ain't got nothing to say, sometimes you ain't got nothing to say. That's fine.
Take cover!
I knew it. There was a guy right next to me with a shotgun. Like both have their pluses and minuses. I like the active like live feedback
I'm still a
of
couple
Twitch.
of blocks away from Vinny's place.
Like that
I had to
shit's
get moving.
awesome,
One of ours, yeah.
and I love it.
Who's driving it? One of ours, they're in trouble. We gotta get 'em out of there.
I'm talking to myself, but I also lurk sometimes, so I see both sides. Yeah, I mean, I've kind of resoluted myself over time to just be like, well, I'm going to be sitting here talking to myself. That's going to happen. It's just whether or not.
I need backup.
Oh Lord, no! I fucked up.
Here goes! Look out! You can't hide! Shoot to kill!
What the fuck was I saying? That's the other thing, too. I often lose my train of thought, which is always fun.
Not so long ago, the V-tags had bloomed everywhere in the city.
Shit.
Now they only remained in the worst neighborhoods. The monster's grave.
Motherfuckers! You think you can come in here? You think you can? Huh?
That looks like the way to go, so I'm not gonna go there just yet. Looks like the way to go. Is this in fact the way to go? I hate this level. It's so confusingly laid out. But to get back to what you were saying, like, it's... I just feel like sometimes it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna be talking to myself. That's fine. I treat it like a one-mic podcast. Like, I don't love it, but, like, it happens. I also find that, like, when I first started, what I would do is I would write, like, a list. Like, just bullet points of things to talk about when there's nobody in chat. Like, it would just be bullet points. Like, I wouldn't, like, write down a script or anything. It would just be like Steam Deck news, like before the Steam Deck came out, so there were a lot of those. So it would just be like a little sheet that would be like a quick little like one-line like note on what the current Steam Deck news is or whatever I wanted to talk about. And that would just be like something I could glance at real quick and have something to talk about. And I stopped doing it because I started getting better and like I started
Vinny's
having
used car lot was up ahead.
start regularly
I had to
having
find a
people
way
in
down
chat,
to the street.
which is great, but like. But, like, it did make me a little, like, when I run out of something to talk about, I run out of stuff to talk about. There's nothing to be done now. But, like, something like that could help you. Like, that could make it a little easier on you to where you don't have to really, like, pull something out of your ass. Been doing good at formatted content in the horror game, which I've always loved.
When we were still peddling V. When we had that Russian son of a bitch down for the count. When we were hunting an undercover Fed.
With jump scares and all that. Like, yeah, if you're getting good at that, like, more, like, formatted, regimented kind of content, like, do more of it. Like, I think a lot of us also kind of get bogged down in the idea of, like, we have to get views, we have to do this, we have to do that. You control your content. Like, you control what you do when and how. You know? If you wanted to turn your channel into just, like, makeup tutorials, that's on you. Like, that is completely your prerogative. You know? But I maintain it, like, no matter what, there's gonna almost always be an audience for whatever you want to do. So, like, go ham. Try things. It might work, it might not. But, like, oh, crap. Like, if it doesn't work, like, if you try something and it doesn't work, you've not really lost anything. Like, a couple hours and a little bit of time, but, like, you don't lose anything. You tried something new and it didn't work, and you know, tried something else. Want to be good with the algorithm, but I find that so boring. It's the same content. Yeah. Unfortunately, YouTube very much rewards you making the same content over and over again. But that being said, it doesn't have... Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Now I'm confused. Like, YouTube will reward the same content over and over again. And that's unfortunate.
Cleaning products. The choice of crime scene cleanup
Oh, son of a bitch, I looped back around. Shadow ban is very hard. Yeah. Like, for YouTube specifically, you gotta be real, like... It's not as bad as TikTok in terms of, like, having to dance around words, but it's not, like, completely a free-for-all. You know? There we go.
Get him!
Come on. Okay, that was a terrible idea. Oh, that worked. Never mind. I've got no health, but, like, that's a future. Who just hit me and from where? Have bad mind because last year kid with a shotgun and right or not. I think it's a hilarious clip. That's the thing. It's like, it may be funny and it may be innocuous. TikTok over-moderates sometimes. Like, there are certain things where TikTok's real bad about. Like, there's a lot of content on TikTok that should not be on TikTok. At the same time, it's like, TikTok, if you say the wrong word...
What about moving?
What about it? Put one foot in front
Like,
of the other.
No.
if
I
you
mean,
say the
what
wrong
about
word,
you
like, you can
moving
get
out?
your
Leaving,
account royally
That's the
fucked.
trouble. You can't.
Which I have a particularly hard time with sometimes.
Excuse me, sir. Could you give a small town girl some
Because
directions?
I tend to go,
Time
like,
in the
I'm
city.
a bit vulgar. Like, I curse a lot,
Oh,
and
sir.
I don't always
I
even
guess
notice I'm doing it is
everything
the worst part.
bigger here. Oh, can
Y'all
I
just
try
standing in
it?
this weird,
Oh,
crappy
I
apartment
can't help
watching porno?
myself.
It's weird.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, give it to me.
Alright.
Oh, give it to me. Oh.
Moderation's a problem for me.
Yes,
Yeah.
give it to me.
I will often say, though, like, while your humor should be something that you would enjoy, because I think that's the best way to make sure you're making something good, you also have to make sure your humor works for other people, which is a whole separate can of worms, you know?
Stop being a jackass. You're gonna break your neck.
Like, as much as your content works for you, it might be, you know, like occasionally you have to kind of pander to others, you know? Pander makes it sound far worse than it is, but... I think I'm supposed to go... I've been here. I've been here. Where did you come from? But yeah, sometimes you kind of have to curate your stuff to your audience rather than for you, you know? Like, don't make it not fun for yourself, because that is the quickest way to make something you enjoy terrible. Yes. I understand some of those words. But no, like, seriously, though, like, you kind of gotta find, like, the mid-ground between what works for you and what works for everybody else. I'm not stupid. I'm going to save before I try to do this stupid-ass platforming on this floaty-ass PS2-era computer game. I like how at this point I'm using the dryers as a form of navigation. I know where I've been because the dryer is open.
Hey, where the hell have you been?
Way.
What took you so long? Where's the rest of you?
You're the reinforcements Vinny promised us, right?
Who
I also
else?
think that,
Only
like,
it's just me. The
there's a
cleaners got the
freedom in
rest.
being a smaller
God
content
damn it,
creator
they're killing us like flies.
because you get to
guess
try
one
things
extra
without
gun's
fucking
better than
yourself over
nothing.
on the algorithm.
Okay,
Because the
let's
algorithm's
go.
already, like, barely serving you up. So you're not really losing anything for it to, like,
We'll
not
head to the
serve you
lab.
up more,
We need to keep
you know
those
what I
Russians
mean?
away from the boss.
Yeah, keep them away from the captain. I'm sorry. Sorry, I know it's nothing to laugh about. Deadly serious. The adventures of Captain Bighead Cognitti.
Hey! Enough! We got a job to do!
What a bigger gun for this.
For I'm a rain dog too.
Stay sharp.
That's a reference
Gonna
I
leave
don't
something
get.
else too when the cleaners show up.
I'm sure it's a reference, I just don't know to what. Did one of you assholes just shoot me?
You can't hide!
Oh no, they killed one of my new mobster friends.
What?
Oh no, they killed another one of my new mobster friends. Oh no, there's no more new mobster friends. I mean, pretty much, it's like Jersey City Italians versus like Spec Ops, like cleaners, or like Merc cleaners. It's not great. And I do not have enough health for what is happening anymore. I need the ammo, so I'll grab all those. Ooh, full Ingram ammo. Pump action shotgun. Oh, don't trust that. And that's locked. This is like a street in New York City. How is this a thing happening right now and nobody's like doing anything or like here? I've never noticed that matte painting in the background either. Alright. That just work out well for me just now. I don't even know how to react. That just worked. So, we are now at the hardest part of this game.
Oh man, why did this have to happen to me? Oh, it was so perfect. Now it's ruined. Oh no, no way.
So, dearest of all my friends, Chapter 4.
No, Payne, not you. Why does this keep happening
So
to
legitimately,
me?
this
Hey, you
is
gotta
the
help me.
part where I
There's
was
a
like,
freaking bomb in
this
here.
is
If I take
probably
the
where
head
we'll
off,
get
it
to
blows.
tonight.
Bye, Vinny. You're a freaking
Like,
cop.
we'll
You
probably get
gotta
past
help
this
me.
part. And
How
honestly,
did this happen?
we have about
The Russian
40
tricked
minutes
me.
left in the stream.
Join the club.
I can
It
help
might
you
take
get
all
him.
40 minutes to
I
get
can.
through
I
this
swear, you
fucking
get me out of this
sequence.
and I can help you get him.
I like how they gave Vinny, like, the bluest of eyes.
Say again.
They're coming to kill me. You gotta protect me.
So-
We gotta get out of here. Through the backyard.
I didn't
Vinny
buy
can't take
Vinny's
that
promise to
costume
help me,
off
but I was
because
willing to do
Vlad
anything to
filled that
complicate
costume
Vlad's
with
plan.
explosives.
Payne,
The lurk,
cover
but I'll
me.
try to be back for the end of the
Cover
stream.
me. We gotta
All right,
get
well,
you
it was nice
there.
talking to you as always, Just Dread. So,
Payne, what are
you know, if
waiting
you
for?
don't come back, it
Don't
was,
let them get
you
me.
know,
Kill them.
obviously great
Kill
talking to
them.
you and having you in here. And I hope you have a good night if I don't get to speak to you again.
Don't kill me, please.
Good luck on this part. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one. I'm not thrilled about it, but I'm probably gonna end up in maximum
Hey, what are you
concentration
waiting for?
mode
Don't let them get me. Kill
and using
them.
all of my
Kill
health
them.
items. damn, he snuck up behind me. I should probably, like, do something about that.
Payne, what are you waiting for? Don't let them get me. Kill them. Kill them.
Come on. I don't have enough health for this.
Payne, what are you waiting for? Don't let them get me. Kill them. Kill them. Payne, get them. Don't let them get me.
How have you been shot this many times? Oh, because that dude shot him. Oh shit, there's ammo in here?
Let's go, Payne. Let's go. Oh, man, Payne. There's more of them out there. They're coming over the walls. You're gonna get me out of here. You hear? You hear?
Alright, come on. Whew.
You're gonna fucking die!
Oh no.
Payne, I'm going. Payne! Ah! More of them! Payne, hold them off! Kill them! Don't let them get me! Ah! More of them! Payne, hold them off! Kill them! Don't let them get me! Ah! This way, Payne. We can get out through here. Through the back door.
Come on. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit, I can't fit through! I can't fit through! The bomb will blow up! Shit! What now, Payne? What now? Think, Vinny. Okay, we'll head back through the hall to the elevator up to my place. We'll get out through there. Let's go, Payne! Payne! You gotta protect me! We gotta get to the elevator! Okay, Payne, this way. Run!
Come on. Alright. I like how he squeaks when he walks. Me, me, me.
Come on! I can't wait for you, Payne! I gotta get out of here! Hurry up, bandit!
Die!
Too late, Payne! I'm going! Use the stick! I'm gonna have a freaking heart attack!
Oh, shit.
We gotta get to the elevator! This way, Payne!
Come on. No, I want 5. There we go. This is one of those things I'm just gonna save scum my way through. I'm not proud of myself for it, but here we are, you know.
Come on, come on, come on! I can't wait for you, Payne! I gotta get out of here! Hurry up, Sandy! Too late, Payne! I'm going! Use the stairs! I'm gonna have a freaking heart attack!
Cover me!
Stop them! Stop them! A single bullet can get off the bomb!
Alright. Doing good. Doing good. This could be worse. This could be going far worse.
What? I'm a collector. Do you know how much this stuff is worth? I tell you, fucking much. Nothing nerdy
Vinny's a
about
big
it. I'm a
fan of
collector.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy. And it is
And lots
kind of
tough
funny.
guys are into this stuff. Frankie was into this stuff. He was a fucking tough guy.
Frankie was a
Get
weirdo.
out of here somehow. Gotta figure something out. Think, Vinny. Think.
Give me a bat and a zombie head, and I'll hit a home run.
Go. The Adventures of Captain Baseball Bat Boy.
The Adventures of Captain Baseball Bat.
Sweet deals on wheels.
Careful!
Oh, shit. Oh, man, they're coming. They're at the balcony. We were supposed
They're
to
on the
get out through
balcony.
there. Do something, Payne.
I will, as soon as they break through your balcony, I guess. Plus, I can't really do anything yet.
Start with a non-lethal spot. Work your way to more vital areas. That's the plan. It's not a scientific simulation on what happens to a human body when it's shot. It's entertainment. Yummy.
Losers thought they could flank us. We can get out from here. Home free, losers! Let's go, let's go! Hey, we're gonna die! We gotta get away from here. Where's the last? More of them! Freaking more of them!
Oh no, I didn't mean to shoot as I wanted to reload.
Open! Open, damn it! Come on! Don't do this to me! Come on!
Oh no, I'm going to explode.
Ah, man, close! Why are you doing this to me? Fuck, no! We're gonna die! Why do you hate me? Close!
It's probably a terrible save to make, but
Payne, get out to the ramp, quick! Lift me up there. We can get out through the hole. Get me the fuck out of here! through the hole. Get me the fuck out of here! Shit, oh shit! Move, Payne! We got away! My car's up ahead! We got away, Payne! I can't fucking believe it!
Who do you think?
Follow me, Payne! Clear them out!
I think I did it.
Okay, Payne, this way!
Oh, thank
Run!
God. Thank God. It took way quicker. That only took me like 12 minutes. I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, that was
Gosh,
fun. In a fucking terrible, sick, not at all fun way.
Vinny needed Mona as much as I did. We'll try to find Mona Sachs. She can disarm the bomb.
Are you crazy? She's just as bad as the Russian. She's part of the same fucking crew.
You're delusional. I was desperate enough to look for Mona at the funhouse.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Max, dear.
That's such a cool shit. Like the music in this is so good.
Drop your gun.
Like that.
Or the bomb goes.
Like
I had
guitar,
bomb ticking
like
in my
lick
head.
is so
No
good.
amount of painkillers would disable it.
Waking up from the American Chapter 5. Losing the a losing
Vlad
game.
and his men left after they were done with Vinny and me.
Reading
I don't
is
know how
hard,
Mona
y'all.
came to be there. I can only speculate. It's clear that she was after Vlad.
So, there goes Vinny.
She must have gotten there after he had left. Otherwise, he'd have been dead, and she wouldn't have come after me.
Oh, I forgot you have to play as Mona again.
She came to get me through the fire.
I forgot that there's a second Mona part. Once again, this place is, not looking so hot. Which I think we have to go up and over? Yep. Well, I don't trust those. So we're gonna get rid of those right away. I don't trust having explosive barrels that close to me while a building's on fire. Call me crazy. But, you know. The general rule. Where to go? Oh, right. What would a Max Payne game be without weird platforming? Why does the track go out this time? Oh. No thank you. Where am I going? A memoir. I I do dislike how I often get lost in games like this and just not outright don't know where to go. Because this all looks like death. Was I not supposed to come in here? It's very possible. But I also can't go back. Hmm. I wonder if I bugged the game out. Oh, never mind. I should do the... Whoa, my frames. Speaking of frames, I'm actually looking pretty good. Because I hadn't checked any of the... So they want you to go turn the power off, but I want to see what happens. Because I don't think I've ever actually tried to go up these stairs while they're electrocuted. Okay. Wasn't the worst looking, electrocuted, like, animation. Wasn't the best. There are very few enemies to fight in this level, so I'm just like, yeah, I'll use my... I took damage from that. And now it becomes a horror game. We have to run around an abandoned funhouse in the dark. That's probably a horror game, come to think of it. Like, that's probably already a legit horror game.
Vlad had terminated Vinny's tragicomic
Vinny's
existence
not doing
with
great.
a push of a button.
Ouch. Poor guy. Poor bastard.
Yeah. Ew. Body oddly intact. I expected it to be far more pieces and far smaller. Oh. GG, Vinny. Vinny Gognitti, the guy with one of the stupidest names in this game. Max
She
done
found me
been
where
shot
Vlad
in the
had
head.
left me, lying in a pool of blood on her floor.
Max, come on. Time to wake up.
Death is inevitable. Our fear of it makes us play safe, blocks out emotion. It's a losing game. Without passion, you're already dead.
So I think I need to buy a new chair. Anybody know who makes like a good, like ergonomic, you can sit in a long time kind of office chair?
It's all a matter of perspective.
Preferably it doesn't look stupid.
Tied to time and place, love and
It can
friendship,
look stupid. It just,
life and death.
I'd rather it not.
Vlad had led me to Mona's apartment at gunpoint.
Just missed you at vodka and at Vinny's. Third time is the charm.
We can't get him up here. The head is too big to fit through the door.
Let Vinny stay in the funhouse. That's where he belongs. I'll get to him in a moment. Ironic, isn't it?
What is?
How you fell for the killer working for the man who got your family killed. Love is blind.
Everything is subjective. Choices, answers, good and evil.
God damn, the art in this is so good.
Woden sent the Project Valhalla file to the DA to put a scare on him. Your family paid the price. Mona is like me, just in the opposite camp, killing the society members allied with me.
How funny is that?
I hate to do this, but you know how you are. You would never let it go.
Einstein was right. Time is relative to the observer. When you're looking down the barrel of a gun, time slows down. Your whole life flashes by, heartbreak and scars. Stay with it, and you can live a lifetime in that split second.
Besides, a gentleman always avenges the insults done to his lady. You did kill Winterson.
Yep. So Max gets shot in the dome. And actually,
In the dream, I was an invisible ghost
We're
hovering
gonna
outside
end
my
a
body.
hair early.
Detective Payne, the boss is already here.
Because I think that's a good stopping place, and we'll start. Every episode apparently has to start with a dream sequence, and I think this is the last one. So, I think that's where we'll end it. I want to thank everyone who hung out. I want to thank everyone who chatted, everyone who lurked. Thank you all. I appreciate you all very much, and I hope you all have a good weekend. Before we get out of here, as always, I have my social medias down here, the TikTok for the videos, the Instagram for the photos, and the Twitter for the words. But if you don't want to type all those, you don't want to go to all those individual websites, you don't want to sit there and look them all up, you can check in the chat right now and find a nice clickable link, or if you're watching this in the future on YouTube, down in the description below. We'll be back Sunday with a game that I have not yet decided on. But until then, I want you to have a good weekend. I want you to have a good Friday. I want you to sleep well, and I want you to just enjoy things. That's it for me. I will catch you all next time. Have a good night. Oh, and actually, before we get out of here, a friend of mine, like an IRL friend, recently started streaming again. And I want to give her a shout out. And I need to know what her exact Twitter, or not Twitter, Christ. Follow her on Twitter too. She's wonderful on Twitter, but I actually don't know if she has clips, so I don't know if it'll work. But I have a friend is that her? Yeah, okay, that's her. I forgot the underscore. That's what I... There we go. But we're going to give a shout out to my friend Katie, who's recently been streaming. What they do with a clip?
This music is hotter than I remember. Because I'm pretty sure I had Scribblenauts Unlimited on, like, the 3DS. But just... No, it must have been a different Scribblenauts. Because I really did love, like, pecking with the stylus, just typing in the stuff I wanted to see and seeing.
But my friend Katie is wonderful, and you all should check her out, as well as the lovely conversationalist who apparently can't catch a break when it comes to recording things that I was talking to earlier, who does Dread. You all should check them out as well.
Here's a thought.
They were recently playing The Forest, and I
What are
got
you
excited
doing?
because I was like, oh, The Forest. I didn't realize the clip in the title has nothing to do with each other. It's always a clip from,
Her eyes back?
What big eyes you have, Grandma?
It's always a clip from the quarry for them.
No shit. Can you see yellow in my eyes?
Yes.
Define yellow.
What do you mean define yellow? What?
We haven't got much time.
But check out those two lovely people. They are wonderful, and you should definitely go hang out with them. But that, like I said, is it for me. I hope you all had a wonderful time. I know I did. And we have one more Max Payne stream left, because I know that there's one more stream left in this. So I'll be back Tuesday with the final part of Max Payne 2, the Fall of Max Payne. Sunday with a game that I've not yet decided on. But take it easy. I'll see y'all later.